Good morning, Tigers, and welcome back to the world's greatest elementary school. This is our last full week of October. I know all of your classes have been working with Mrs. Person this month on learning more about bullying prevention. We know that by working together as a school community and recognizing and reporting bullying, we can help all of our Shadow Lake Tigers feel safe and feel like they belong here. Remember our theme this year, all are welcome. So let's continue to do all that we can to not allow bullying, to make sure all feel welcome at Shadow Lake. In recognition of bullying prevention, we are going to have a very special Spirit Day at Shadow Lake next week, Tuesday, October 1st. We are going to have an Orange Out Spirit Day. We want to invite all of our Tigers to wear orange, which is the color that represents bullying prevention. So next Tuesday, please join us as we wear orange.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Hey Tigers, this Thursday, October 26th, Tahoma High School would like to invite all of our Shadow Lake Tigers to the 16th annual Halloween Carnival. The carnival will be in the Tahoma High School Commons on Thursday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. There's going to be a costume contest at 6:15. There's going to be lots of games and a ton of fun. And they want to encourage all those who attend to bring canned food to donate to the Maple Valley Food Bank.
Awesome. All right, this week we're hosting Missoula Children's Theater Workshop at Shadow Lake. Students who are participating will stay after school this week for rehearsals. We'll have a very special assembly on Friday so that all of our Tigers get to see the production of Hercules. There will also be an evening performance on Friday night, October 27th at 6 p.m. for families and our community to attend and see the performance as well. Best wishes and best of luck to all of our Tiger actors.
All right, this Saturday is Make a Difference Day. This is the day each year where the Maple Valley community comes together to do service projects around the whole Maple Valley area. We will be having a project right here at Shadow Lake that has been organized by our PTA. We would like to invite all of our Tigers and their families out this Saturday, October 28th from 9 a.m. to noon to Shadow Lake, where we'll be doing projects around the Shadow Lake campus and on our awesome nature trail.
All right, Tigers, next Friday, November 3rd is our PTA hosted library night at the Maple Valley King County Library. The event is open to all of our Tigers and their families. It was amazing last year.
Yes, it was.
Library night runs from 6 to 7:30 p.m. There's going to be games, story time, snacks, face painting, crafts, a chance to get a library card, and win books. It's going to be a blast. We hope to see you and your families next Friday at the library.
All right, Tigers, here is this week's lunch menu. Today is cheesy pull-apart. Tuesday is going to be chicken nuggets. Wednesday is super nachos. Thursday is cheeseburger with baked Cheetos. And then Friday is pizza. We will have lunch bunch on Wednesday and recess club on Tuesday and Thursday in the Tiger Den. And this very special announcement, Tigers, next Wednesday, November 1st, Workout Wednesday is going to be back. Workout Wednesday is put on by our amazing PTA and is a chance for all of our students to walk, run, and skip laps around the Shadow Lake playfield. Each lap you complete, you can scan your card and you can earn mileage. Our PTA keeps track of your mileage for the whole year and gives rewards for the more mileage you get. Last year we had a ton of students and staff earn half marathons, and even some double and triple marathon earners. We hope to see all of our Tigers completing laps each Wednesday for Workout Wednesday starting next week, and you don't need to get a permission slip this year. All of our Tigers are welcome to participate.
All right, Tigers, it is time to recognize even more of our amazing Tigers who have been earning Tiger Paw tickets and were selected in this week's drawing. For kindergarten, we have Ike in Mrs. Stamp's class, Abram in Mrs. Hurley's class, Adon in Mrs. Belmondo's class, and Wyatt in Mrs. K's class. Nice job!
All right, moving on to our first grade winners. Congratulations to Finn in Miss DeGroot's room. Charlotte, you were selected in Mrs. Hanson's class. Emily, you were selected in Mrs. Yassine's room. Sloan, you were the winner in Mrs. Unruh's class. And then Genevieve, you were selected in Mrs. Nelson's classroom.
Moving on to second grade, we have Kendall in Mrs. Camp's class, Evie in Miss LaClesh's Alicia's class, Alex in Mrs. Shireman's room, and Braden in Mrs. Meek's class.
Congratulations to all those second graders. All right, third grade, here are our winners. Mia in Mrs. Boyle's room. Charlie, you were selected in Mr. McMaster's class. Isabella, you're the winner in Mrs. McGowan's room. And then Colton, you were selected in Mr. Schlag's classroom.
Nice job, third graders. Moving on to fourth grade. We have Charity in Mrs. Bradley's class, Isla in Mrs. Moffat's room, and Caleb in Mrs. Isley's class.
Way to go, fourth graders. And last but not least, our fifth grade winners. Stella E., you were selected in Mr. K's room. Evan, you're the winner in Mrs. Lish, Mr. Selsky's classroom. And then Jacob L., you were selected in Mrs. Heater's room.
All right, winners, when it is convenient for your class and teacher, they'll send you to the office to pick up your prize from the Tiger Paw Treasure Chest. All right, Mr. Abby, what's going on with story time today?
All right, in keeping with our October theme, today Mrs. Smith, our Shadow Lake librarian, is reading a story called Creepy Crayon.
Ooh, that was a good book. All right, Tigers, we hope you all have a great week. And remember,
It's a great day to be a tiger.
Hey Tigers, welcome back to Storytime. I'm Mrs. Smith, really excited to read another story. Well, we are approaching mid-October, which means it's time to hear Creepy Crayons. Don't be scared. I think it's funny and silly. So this is the same author as Creepy Carrots and Creepy Underwear. All right, this is written by Aaron Reynolds. Let's find out. This is a brand new one. So after I read this, I will put it out and it will, I only have one copy though, so you'll have to be patient. All right. You guys will recognize this character, Jasper. Jasper Rabbit was struggling in school. He was flunking math. He was failing spelling. The only subject he was passing was art. Jasper needed serious help. That's when he found the crayon. It was purple, pointy, and perfect. And somehow it looked happy to see him. That night, Jasper knew he had to study for his spelling test. But Tales from the Carrot Patch was on. By the time it was over, he was way too tired to study. The test was a disaster. Jasper couldn't remember how to spell a single word. That's when he noticed something strange. Jasper picked up the crayon. Immediately, he spelled all the words correctly. When he got his test back, he got an A+ and a sticker. The crayon looked pleased, creepy, but cool. After dinner, Jasper settled in to play Bunny Brawl 3. Math homework first, said Dad. Fine, moaned Jasper. That's when he saw it, scrawled in peculiar purple penmanship. Who needs math when you have Bunny Brawl 3? 3 hours later, he fell asleep, his game in one hand, the purple crayon in the other. Look at Purple Crayon. Look at his face. Ooh, creepy. When Mrs. Lobshire announced a surprise math quiz, Jasper panicked. He reached for a pencil, but instead his hand wrapped around the crayon. Suddenly, math seemed easy. He knew when to carry the one. He knew when to borrow from the bigger numbers. It was like the crayon knew exactly what to do. After the quiz, he saw it, written on his backpack. Jasper plus crayon forever. Jasper felt a shiver go up his spine. The next day was the deadline for the poster contest. Jasper had been working on his entry for weeks. It just needed a few finishing touches. The purple crayon rolled across the table all by itself, but Jasper ignored it. "Don't ignore me!" He shuddered. He scrubbed the writing off the table. He zipped the crayon into his pencil case. He tried to forget all about the crayon. But when he woke up, his precious artwork was better than ever. It was a horrifying masterpiece in purple. "Fantastic work!" cried Mrs. Hoppypot. "You should be very proud." But Jasper didn't feel proud. He felt eked out, freaked out, creeped out. When he got home, Jasper descended into the deepest, darkest corner of his basement. He put the crayon in a dusty box and locked it tight. He went to bed feeling much better. But when he woke up the next day, there on the mirror, "You need me," in his pencil case, the creepy crayon, and it looked happy to see him. Oh, man. That day, Jasper got all A pluses. It was terrible. Normally, that's not a terrible thing. Enough was enough. Jasper snapped the creepy crayon in two. He melted it in the microwave, and then he threw the mess into the garbage. He drifted to sleep that night, feeling relieved. But when he woke up, there on his wall, it was a mural of him graduating elementary school with straight A's. And worst of all, it was really well drawn. And next to it, the creepy crayon. Purple, pointy, and perfect. Ooh. All day, no matter what Jasper did, the creepy crayon was there, looking oh so pleased. In his hand as he aced his vocabulary quiz, in his pocket as Mrs. Lopshire named Jasper most improved student, in the crowd as the school celebrated Jasper in a special assembly. Things were spinning out of control. Jasper wouldn't take it anymore. When he got home, he ran straight to the toilet and he threw the crayon in. It just floated there, spinning slowly. It did not look happy to see him. And then Jasper saw it scribbled inside the bowl. "Don't you dare." But Jasper dared. Oh boy. That evening, Tales from the Carrot Patch was on, but Jasper studied for his spelling test. His eyes kept darting to his pencil case. No creepy crayon. He flung the toilet lid up. No creepy crayon. He got into bed, nervously watching his walls. No creepy crayon. During the test, Jasper spelled ocean wrong, but he spelled courage right. He got a C+. It was glorious. It wasn't an A, but it was his. He headed home from school that day, finally feeling free. Far, far away was an old sewer pipe. Out and away floated the purple crayon. Slowly, silently, it drifted for days and weeks. One thing was clear: the creepy crayon would never cause trouble ever again. Except that's when Elliot Pelican spotted the creepy crayon. It was purple, pointy, and perfect, and somehow it looked happy to see him. And that is the creepy crayon. All right, tigers, we may never look at our purple crayons the same again. All right, remember, when mom says it's time to do homework, you got to do homework. All right, you guys, remember, it's a great day to be a tiger. Have a super week. Study hard. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.